truths behind closed doors. And now the water's rising fast. How much longer can this last chance now to be here for? 1,000 miles is all they say. How much longer will you take? We don't need to talk this out. I won't settle for your doubt. Simply tell me in or out. The wind on the ocean, tears stream down like a waterfall, till I'm drained of emotion. Too late now, the all your promises undone. I'm still here waiting, but you've run. The flood has ravaged this, my love. What could I have been thinking of? I'm taking back all of my heart. The wind on the ocean, tears stream down like a waterfall, till I'm drained of emotion. Too late now.
Hello, and hui middag. Hello. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, and hui middag. This is Faye Morgana, and I'm back with non-monolingual and multicultural. And today I'm going to be learning some Mandarin Chinese on Mango Languages, and then some Arabic on Duolingo, and then some Vietnamese on LingoDeer. Why? Why are these cards for review again? How many times do you want me to do them? Saturday, June 10th is June 6月10号星期六。
6月10号星期六。
6月10号星期六。Okay. And what is your email address? 您的电子邮箱是什么？
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 This morning is hot. 今天早上很热。
今天早上很热。
很热。
热。很。
今天是7月9号星期天。
今天是7月9号星期天。5月2号星期五。
5月2号星期五。Friday, May 2nd.
你的地址是什么？
你的地址是什么？你的地址是什么？你的地址what is your address?
我的电话号码是786-332。
My phone number is 786-332. What is your phone number? 你的电话号码是多少？
你的电话号码是多少？
你的电话号码是多少？ All right. Got all those right. Stop bugging me about this. Let's continue learning.
Bye.
Bye. Are the right headphones in? I hope I do. Bye.
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 100.
Oh, they really want you by there.电子邮箱。
电子邮箱。电子邮箱。
电子邮箱。Okay. Next. Just like in English, let's have her read this out. Narrator.
Just like English, Chinese people use similar expressions for emails. The symbol @ is pronounced as
艾特。
and the dot is pronounced as
点。
Dian.
点。
And
艾特。艾特。
艾特。
艾特。
Okay. Let's turn off the narrator now. Next. My email address is 我的电子邮箱是123 I2 Mango Languages 点 com。
我的电子邮箱是123@mangolanguages.com。
Oh, she did say at Mango Languages for some reason. Wait a second. The at symbol is pronounced as
艾特
at. Oh, that's just pronounced as at. At is pronounced as at. It's just yeah.
我的电子邮箱是123@mangolanguages.com。
Ugh, she said at Mango Languages. Okay, fine. 他是
Can you read for just a second?
wait.
Is that moving? Should
Okay.
be flashing. Why not flashing?
I don't know. Alright, sorry about that, everyone. Hi, Sleepy One? Hello, Sleepy One. Welcome to my channel. And hi, Nate. Thanks for the grapbles. 60 years old. 他是 how do I say 60? 他是历史他是60岁。
他60岁。
他60岁。Oh, jeez, yeah. You dropped the is.
他60岁。
他60岁。60岁。玛丽的身上70岁，70岁吗？
玛丽的先生70岁吗
70。
70。
70。玛丽的身上70岁吗？玛丽的身上70岁吗？
玛丽的先生70岁吗
70岁吗？70岁吗？先生70。
70。
This part's funny because it's 70 non-retroflex, retroflex to non-retroflex. 岁。I am 30 years old. 我30岁。
我30岁。30。
我30岁。
我30岁。
Next. 我的电子邮箱是123@mangolanguages.com。
我的电子邮箱是123@mangolanguages.com。
You know, if they're gonna say at, you might as well say dot.
我的电子邮箱是123@mangolanguages.com。
60. 60.
60.
60. Oh, I keep saying shui when that means water. 岁 means age. 60,
60、
60,
60、
60. 70,
70、
70, 70.
70、
30.
30、
Sounds like 是 and not shit. 100,
100、
100.
100。
Let's try the next lesson. Okay, yeah, try the next lesson. Conversational goals. Lesson 7.
您的房间号码是15号，是蓝色的门。
Oh, okay, you mean complicated one right off the bat.
您的房间号码是15号，是蓝色的门。
Just a little bit. 您的房间，
房间，
您的房间号码，
房间，
您的房间号码是15号，
您的房间号码是15号，是蓝色的门。
是蓝色的门，
蓝色的
蓝色的
门。
门。
您的房间号码是15号，是蓝色的门。
您的房间，您的房间号码是15号，15号是蓝色的门。
您的房间号码是15号，是蓝色的门。
您的房间号码是您的房间
房间，
您的房间号码是this one's falling and this is yeah and then rising. 您的房间号码是15号，是蓝色的门。
您的房间号码是15号，是蓝色的门。
是蓝色的门。Okay.
房间，
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 房间，房间。Is that rising?
房间，
Yeah, rising and then even 房间。房间。
房间。
Next.号码。
号码，号码，
号码。
号码，
号码。
号码。
Next. And room number. 房间号码。
房间号码。
房间号码。Falling. 号码。号码。
房间号码。
号码。See, this is marked as a third tone, but in speech, I think it's turning into a falling tone there,
房间号码。
because he doesn't come back up again. 你的房间号码是15号码 I think.
您的房间号码是15号。
15号 sorry. This is room number, this is number.
您的房间号码是15号。
This is just like number 15.
您的房间号码是15号。
15号。蓝。
蓝，蓝，
蓝。
蓝。
That one's not hard for me. 房间。
房间。
蓝。
蓝。
色。
色。
蓝
色。
色。色。
色。
房间。
房间。
蓝。
蓝。
色。
色。
So 蓝 is rising and the 色 is falling. 蓝色。蓝色。
蓝色。
Hey Andy, 你好。你好。Hey, how are you?
门。
Men. That's easy. Men.
门。
It's a rising tone. Men. And what are you up to today, Andy? How's it going? 房间。
房间。
I'm gonna do about 30 minutes of this and then switch over to Arabic Duolingo, and hopefully I can get that done in 30 minutes. Lan se.
蓝
Oh, sorry, lan. Se.
色
Men.
门
When using color, hold on. Let's turn on the narrative so I don't have to read this.
When using colors to describe an object, we use the possessive particle
的
to
Da.
connect the color and the object.
Lan se de che. Blue car. Not so good. I have 2 exams tomorrow. What about you? 2 exams? Oh my goodness! I'm a little tired. I think I stayed up too late playing. But I'm excited because I'm getting close to finishing the game. And I really want to know what happens. Two exams, oh my goodness. I remember those days. It's painful.
Good job so far. Now, think of the way to say blue
Lansidamen.
door.
Lansidamen.
蓝色的门
Men.
门
Yeah, it's rising. Lansidamen.
蓝色的门
Lansidamen. What are the exams on? 房间号码
房间号码号码
号码
房间号码
房间号码 Math and English? That shouldn't be too hard. Is it hard? 你的房间号码是15号。你的房间号码是15号。
您的房间号码是15号。
蓝色的，蓝色，
蓝色
蓝色的门。
蓝色的门。
你的房间号码是15号，蓝色的门。
您的房间号码是15号，是蓝色的门。
I feel like my tones are still slightly off. I hate when I have to write a form of a verb they say I want freedom. I'm sorry. That's just the way life is sometimes. I'm gonna turn around a bit this way so you have to look at the shelving. I'm actually just sitting in my bedroom today because I woke up a bit late. It was easier to pull one thing in here than drag everything out to the living room.
红红红
Hongsik. Hongsik is how you say red color in Taishanese and Cantonese. Hongsik. Probably more like Taishanese. So red is Hong, rising.
红
And red color, Hongse.
红色。
In Chinese culture, the red color symbolizes good luck. Traditionally, people wear red color clothes or accessories in Chinese New Year celebrations and at weddings, but not at funerals. Have you heard of
红包
the red envelopes?
Uh-huh.
They are often used by Chinese people to put money in as a gift. They are often offered at weddings and in Chinese New Year to wish good luck.
I have some red envelopes lying around. Where did I put them? Yes, I do. I do have some red envelopes here. There's the Hongbao. Here's the Hongbao. Hongbao. Another one. I have some lying around. Yes, I love Chinese New Year's. We all get money on Chinese New Year's from our parents. The problem is I know how to say something or finish the sentence, but I just can't remember what some tenses are. Oh, like the name of the tenses? I guess they might be called something different in Serbian. I'm sorry.
All right, let's learn how to say Strawberry. Listen closely and repeat.
草莓，
草莓。
草莓，
Is that rising? It looks like rising. 草莓，
草莓，
草莓。Third tone in front of a rising tone sounds like a rising tone anyways.
草莓，草莓，
See, he says it
草莓，
when he says it carefully. He's like 草莓, but listen to her.
草莓，
草莓. Or is it falling? Does it sound more like a falling?
草莓，
草莓. Because he doesn't come back up for the owl part. Oh, geez, narrator again. Could leave the narrator on, but it's kind of annoying.
In Chinese, most of the nouns use the same form, regardless of their singular and plural status. The number is usually implied in the context.
Okay, I knew that.
Here's something to think about. How do you say strawberries?
草莓.
草莓，
Using what you've learned, see if you can figure out how to say
Yeah, I gotta turn it
red strawberries.
off. 红色的草莓.
红色的草莓，
I want strawberries now. 草莓是红色.
草莓是红色，
草莓是红色. Oh my god, more notes. Okay, narrator. On.
红
And
红色的
both mean red, though the latter's literal meaning is of red color. They're interchangeable in many cases. However, at the end of a sentence, you would use either
红色
or
红色的
instead of just
红
so. You would say
草莓是红色
strawberries are red color or
草莓是红色的
strawberries are red.
Whatever. Your translations are weird here.
Now, let's learn how to say white.
白，
Bye.
Listen closely. One
白，
Bye. So bye is 100 and bye is 100 and bye is white.
白，
Bye. Bye.
白，鞋，鞋，
鞋. Wait.
鞋，鞋，
鞋. Bye. 白色的鞋.
白色的鞋，
我的鞋，对，我的鞋是白色。
我的鞋是白色，
草莓是红色的。
草莓是红色，
They prefer the 红色，草莓是红色。我的鞋是白色，
我的鞋是白色，
红色。
红，
Oh, sorry, 红色。
红色，
草莓。
草莓，
As for me, my brain says red is usually with the s after it. 草莓，
草莓，
红色的草莓，
红色的草莓，
白色。
白，
Sorry, bye, bye. 鞋 ，sorry, 鞋，
鞋，
白色的鞋。
白色的鞋，
Alright, we finished that lesson. Okay, that's like 30 minutes already. What's the next part? Oh, that was easy. Bye.
白，
鞋，
鞋，
白色的鞋。
白色的鞋，
我的鞋是白色。
我的鞋是白色，
Okay,
茄子，
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 茄子 is eggplant. Okay, we'll leave off there because that's a new word. And let's switch over and do some Arabic on Duolingo. Arabic. Time for some Arabic. Oh, I need my Arabic keyboard to help me here. I like Arabic. Alright, let's put the keyboard here. No, I need the keyboard about there. Yay, Arabic. Fun stuff. Arabic. Oh, I didn't do my Duolingo last night. That's alright, because I was going to stream today anyways. Alright. Oh, let's see if I can keep my streak. Alright, so I think we're on the next lesson. I already read this last time. Let me just review this, because it's been a week since I did some Arabic. Oh, we're doing time. Okay. I don't remember. Okay. Let's just start. Oh, I could click start lesson. Duh. Stupid. Yeah, come back here. Start. Oops. Why is this on?
الساعة التاسعة.
الساعة التاسعة. Is that what I heard? الساعة
التاسعة. الساعة.
Some number.
التاسعة.
9 o'clock.
التاسعة.
التاسعة.
الساعة.
الساعة
التاسعة.
Okay, 9 o'clock. Oops. Next one.
الملكة عندها موعد مع عدو.
This just sounds like gibberish to me right now. I'm tired. My brain is stuck in Mass Effect Andromeda world.
الملكة عندها موعد مع عدو.
World, universe, galaxy. My brain is in Mass Andromeda galaxy right now.
الملكة عندها موعد مع عدو.
The something.
الملكة
The queen
عندها
has
موعد مع عدو.
duel.
الملكة عندها موعد مع عدو.
I don't remember learning the queen.
الملكة عندها موعد.
Moad. That's new.
موعد مع عدو.
Has an appointment with duel. Why does the queen have an appointment with duel? What's duel up to? Wow. Duolingo really thinks they're super important now.
كم الساعة؟ الساعة التاسعة.
Oh, I have to type this. Kim. I think I remember how to type that. It's this.
كم.
Okay, because I'm actually sitting a little further away from my laptop when I'm sitting on the floor like this. Let me see. Okay, Kim. Oh, it's right there. But let's practice this. Kim. Okay, and the next word.
كم الساعة؟ الساعة كم؟ الساعة التاسعة. التاسعة.
You know what? I can't type this, so actually there's no point in typing the whole sentence. So I'm just going to type this part, because these two are the same. Okay, this is just me practicing how to type more. Andy, are you on your phone? Because apparently I can't see that emote and stuff. Oh, I can see it on my Chromebook. Can't see it on Linux for some reason. It's cute. Wait. I missed something here. I'm starting to kind of remember where everything is. Internal pain. Okay. So I'm sure that's right. And The very last word I can't type because of this letter. It's not on a keyboard. Okay, so I typed that. I'm getting better with typing, some of the typing. This is... these are S sounds. That's the thing. You just have to know which S sounds there. I'm sad I can't stay. See ya. That's alright, Andy. Val success. Good luck. Good luck. Thanks for popping in anyways. You're always welcome. Okay, there we go. Let's do this. Next.
ليس عندها موعد في الساعة 8.
Lace and
في.
yeah. She isn't. She lace and she doesn't have an appointment. Lace she doesn't have an appointment.
ليس عندها موعد في الساعة 8.
Lace
ليس
doesn't
lace.
have
عندها موعد
موعد
في
it's just
الساعة 8.
yeah.
الساعة
She doesn't have
في
an appointment at 8 o'clock.
الساعة
She doesn't have an appointment at 8. Just say that. Yay.
الوقت شيء غريب. الوقت شيء غريب. الوقت الوقت شيء غريب.
The time.
شيء غريب. الوقت
Time is a weird thing, I think.
شيء غريب. شيء
Time is a weird thing. Next.
ليس عنده صف بعد الساعة 2. ليس عنده صف بعد الساعة 2. 2
2 o'clock.
بعد صف بعد
That after 2 o'clock.
ليس عنده
And he doesn't have
صف
a class
بعد
after 2. He doesn't have a class after 2.
في الساعة 8:30 عندي صف. في الساعة 8:30 عندي صف.
So this
في
is at
الساعة 8.
Athemia.
في الساعة 8:30 عندي صف.
At 8:30?
والنصف
Yeah, at 8:30.
عندي صف. في الساعة 8:30 عندي صف. لست في المكتبة في الساعة 7. لست في المكتبة في الساعة 7. لست في لست
I'm not
في
at
المكتب
the office.
في الساعة 7. المكتب في المكتب في الساعة
Not at the office at
7.
7 o'clock. 7. Okay,
هي
next.
متفرغة قبل الساعة 9. هي متفرغة قبل الساعة 9.
What's this new word?
قبل
Before. So
هي
she
متفرغة
is free
قبل
before
9.
9. She's free before 9.
هي متفرغة قبل الساعة 9. هي
he
متفرغة
متفرغة
هي متفرغة قبل الساعة 9. قبل متفرغة قبل هي متفرغة قبل الساعة 9. قبل الساعة 9. ليس عندها وقت قبل الصف. ليس عندها وقت قبل الصف.
She doesn't have
وقت
time.
الصف الصف قبل الصف.
She doesn't have time before
ليس.
class. She doesn't have time before class. This means before.
قبل. قبل.
قبل.
الصف.
الصف.
وقت.
وقت.
ليس عندها وقت قبل الصف.
ليس عنده وقت. I think Arabic is really interesting but very difficult to pronounce.
عندي وقت.
عندي
وقت.
عندي I have time. Okay, I have time. I can't remember anything. It's
كم
been a while.
الساعة؟ الساعة السابعة.
It's hard for me to remember Arabic vocabulary because my brain doesn't have anything it doesn't sound like any words I know.
كم الساعة؟ الساعة السابعة.
كم الساعة؟
كم.
What time is
الساعة. السابعة.
7 o'clock. What time is it? Can I just say 7? Yeah, it will. Okay.
في الساعة التاسعة أنا في الجامعة. في التاسعة.
9 o'clock. At 9:30.
الجامعة.
No.
في الساعة التاسعة أنا في الجامعة. في التاسعة.
At 9 o'clock.
في
At the
الجامعة.
university. At 9 at the university. Oh. Who did I miss? No.
التاسعة. في الساعة التاسعة. في أنا.
Oh, I missed that one. No, okay, I'm gonna start over. Next.
كم الساعة؟ الساعة السابعة.
كم الساعة؟
كم الساعة؟ الساعة السابعة.
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 What's this one?
السابعة.
7. السابعة. What time is it? 7.
في الساعة التاسعة مساء.
في الساعة التاسعة.
في الساعة التاسعة مساء. في
At
الساعة
9 o'clock.
التاسعة مساء.
At 9 p.m. Wow, they really want me to say at 9 o'clock in the evening?
مساء.
Because this is the only way
التاسعة.
they don't say 9 they can't say 9 p.m. And p.m. actually just means post meridian, which means in the evening. So they should really accept that. Sorry, because they said, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start that over. p.m. Definition. Not the definition. Abbreviation. Right there. And, post meridian. It's the Latin. Forenoon, afternoon. Okay. I didn't do that over. That was me.
الساعة السابعة. الساعة السابعة. الساعة السابعة.
7 o'clock. Okay, I'm going to type the whole thing here because just saying 7 would be very unclear. No context.
اليوم ليس هناك صف. اليوم ليس هناك صف. اليوم.
Today.
ليس هناك صف.
There's no class today. Next.
أحب السباحة قبل النوم. أحب السباحة قبل النوم. السباحة. أحب.
I like swimming
قبل النوم.
before sleeping. I like swimming before sleeping. Next.
ليس عنده وقت اليوم.
ليس عنده
وقت اليوم.
I don't have time today.
عنده.
He doesn't have time
ليس.
today. He doesn't have time today.
ليس عندها وقت قبل الصف. ليس.
She doesn't
وقت
have time
قبل الصف.
before the class.
ليس.
She doesn't have time before the class.
في الساعة 8:30 عندي صف.
Click.
الساعة
at
الثامنة والنصف
8:30.
في الساعة الثامنة والنصف عندي صف.
At 8:30.
عندي صف.
Okay. They actually want it this way. At 8:30, I have a class.
في الساعة التاسعة مساء. في الساعة التاسعة مساء. الساعة مساء التاسعة.
At 9 in the... Okay, I'm try this. At 9 in the evening.
كم الساعة؟ الساعة التاسعة.
Okay, I already know how to type this. Kem Asara. Let's see if I can type this, but Asara.
كم الساعة؟ الساعة التاسعة.
See if I remember how to type this. Clear all. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Can we close that, please? Okay, that's annoying. Clear all. Okay, I remember how to type Kim. I think oh, I can't remember. I think we need that. That's how we type it. Okay. I just want to practice typing. I should practice typing Arabic words every so often, just to you know, I'm horrible at maintaining all the languages. It means I have to study it all the time. Asara. Okay, let me try typing this again. Asara. I'm trying to remember what letters I see. Asa. Is that one right? That looks right this time. Okay,
كم الساعة التاسعة. كم الساعة؟ الساعة التاسعة. كم الساعة؟ الساعة التاسعة. كم الساعة؟ الساعة التاسعة. كم الساعة؟ الساعة الثامنة.
What time is it? It's 8
الساعة
o'clock.
الثامنة.
What time is it? 8.
الموعد في الساعة السابعة صباحا. الموعد.
The queen.
الموعد.
The appointment.
في
at
الساعة صباحا السابعة. الساعة في الموعد.
What do they want here? The appointment. The appointment is at
الموعد في الساعة السابعة صباحا.
7 in the morning. The appointment is at 7 in the morning.
أنا لست متفرغ بسبب الموعد. أنا لست متفرغ بسبب الموعد. لست. أنا
I'm not
متفرغ
free
بسبب الموعد.
I'm not free because of the appointment.
الموعد. الوقت شيء غريب. الوقت شيء غريب. الوقت
Time.
شيء غريب.
Time is a weird thing. It is indeed.
في الساعة التاسعة أنا في الجامعة.
However, arguably, time is just our perception.
في الساعة التاسعة أنا في الجامعة. في الساعة
At 9 o'clock.
التاسعة في الجامعة. في الساعة التاسعة أنا في الجامعة.
At 9
في
o'clock.
التاسعة.
At 9 o'clock, I'm at the university. Next.
ليس عنده صف بعد الساعة الثانية.
I'm not.
عنده.
ليس
عنده.
He doesn't have
صف.
a class
بعد.
after
الثانية.
2. He doesn't have a class after 2. Next.
هي متفرغة قبل الساعة التاسعة. هي متفرغة قبل التاسعة.
9. She's free before 9. Next.
كم الساعة؟ الساعة السابعة. السابعة. السابعة.
7. Next.
عندي وقت.
عندي وقت. I am what?
عندي وقت.
I have time.
وقت. عندي وقت.
Okay.
لا أحب القراءة قبل النوم.
لا أحب
أحب. لا أحب القراءة.
I don't like reading
قبل النوم.
before sleeping. I don't like reading before sleeping. Jeez, why? It's relaxing. Next one. No, Duo, no. I'm not free because of the appointment. Jeez. I am not free. I am not.
لست.
Let's try to type this. Lest. Lest. See if this is right. This one.
متفرغة.
No. Wait, what am I looking at? Mutaferio. Let me see. The M. Mu. Oh, where's the mu? I'm having trouble reading the diacritics today. Muta. Ta. Fe. Muta. Fe. Hold on a second. Muta. Fe. Very. Oh. Oh, I should have kept the whole thing in there. I didn't think to do that. Ah! No. Not free because of
بسبب.
B. Which one is it? B, B, Sa, Beb. I think that's right.
الموعد.
الموعد. Can't quite see that. Clear all. Ma. No, it's not that one. Ma. What? Which was under D. The D is over here. Oh no, I just lost everything. It's alright. I just want to see if I could type it. Alright, I can type that. I'm not gonna type in the answer. See if I can type the whole thing now. Clear all. Next. There. Shoot, what is that one? Okay, copy that whole thing. Alright. Okay, I think that's right this time. Next. 8 o'clock. Oh, yeah, because I can't. That's mean! Uh-huh.
الساعة 8.
It's weird. I don't know why they want to use that letter. I'm just gonna check something. Clear all. I don't know why they need me to use not gonna type that in. This part's right. I want to know if this one would be red as well. No, it doesn't get red. Weird. I can't type this one. Yay. Okay, we're done. One more lesson of Arabic. Why am I torturing myself? Because I want to learn the language. That's it. Only because I want to learn it. Alright, so we're done. And I have my streak is 2,267 days. And let's, oh my god, I totally did Arabic without changing the title. I'm sorry. That was Arabic. Okay, my brain is not working today. I'm stupid. Okay, so yes, I totally forgot to change the title. It should have said Arabic. So now we're gonna switch over to Vietnamese. Language. See if I remember how to type Vietnamese, because apparently I can't. Right. Why is it not working right? It's one of those days. T-I-E is 5, right? Oh, jeez. That's not right. Is it 6? It's 6. It was 6-5. That's why. Alright, we come back to the Vietnamese. Let's do some Vietnamese. I don't need the Arabic keyboard right now. I'm done with that for now. So in last week, oh, let me pull up the poll at the same time. Let me take a look at the poll. Last week's poll was, I don't even know if I posted this on the, on my Twitter. Did I post this on my Twitter from last week? I don't think I did. I'm sorry. take a look at this poll. Apparently I didn't post it on my Twitter last week, so view results of this poll, and then I'm going to change the poll for this week as well. Okay, let me just do this. This was last week's poll. I'm going to post it on Twitter right now. Copy the clipboard. Oops. Alright. And just tweak that. Copy link address just so people know. Alright, I'm just gonna post this in chat. This is the poll results for last Monday. And I'm going to set up a new poll. Before I forget, yes, I will set up a new poll. And new poll. Actually, yeah, which language do let's do this one. Oh, it doesn't fit. Why doesn't it fit? Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Who's around? Hi, cool cracks. Subsies? Subsies? What do you mean by that? Or what's up? How are you? I'm gonna do this poll. Alright, okay. Yeah, okay. Poll is up. You have 10 minutes to vote on the poll. And have fun. Have any questions about the poll, you can ask me. Hey, co-crackers, you been okay yourself? I'm good. How's it going? What were you studying again? Were you studying Japanese? I'm going to be doing a little bit of Vietnamese very soon. I just need to switch over. So there's a poll up. Feel free to vote on the poll. If you're lurking, you can also vote on the poll. You don't have to chat. You can just click on the poll. So I'm on Vietnamese. Oh, wait. Did I finish this for Vietnamese? Did I not do this? I didn't do the test. I did not do the Vietnamese test for the next skills, to unlock the next skills. Oops, I should switch this back. Let's switch this back. So I'm going to be studying some Vietnamese. I've been good. I don't know. I've been trying to stream other stuff just to introduce some variety. That's cool. I am actually by nature a variety streamer. I did do a lot of Duolingo early on, in the early days, because I happened to be studying a lot of languages at the beginning. I'm just taking a break right now. I want to catch up on some games that I've been wanting to play. And so what else have you been streaming then? Okay, I gotta do this test. I gotta pass this test to unlock the next skills, apparently. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. The other thing too is just finding out what you can stream on Twitch, because, you know, everyone's like, oh, Twitch is just for games, right? That's what everyone thinks, but, you know, I think Twitch is changing, and it's probably good for them. I think for business, if they you know, as a business platform where the platform is about streaming, adapting to what people want to stream is a good idea. I did a hardstyle set, a production stream, and some coding stream. Oh yeah, that's right. You like to DJ. That's cool. A production stream, producing music, you mean, and some coding streams. The older brother's eating bread. Banh mi. Banh mi is bread. Anjai. Dangan banh mi. I can't remember how to say this. Oh wait. Is eating bread. This is not eating. Is eating. Okay, let's hear this.
Anh trai đang
she's
ăn
loud.
bánh mì.
She's actually loud for me. I don't know if she's loud for
Anh trai đang ăn bánh mì.
If she's loud for everybody else, I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. That's cool, actually. I haven't really been on Twitch a lot because starting on December 10th, our cable internet was broken. It's a long story. It is a long story. It has to go back to like last February. It seems to be back now. So our cable internet broke completely on like December 10th, and we didn't have it for a while, and it just recently came back like this week, so we were out without cable internet for about a month, but we found some alternative ways of getting internet, which has helped. So I haven't really been on Twitch very much. Normally I would be. Yeah. Let's see.
Anh trai đang ăn bánh mì.
Anh trai đang ăn bánh mì.
Anh trai đang ăn bánh mì. Người Việt Nam có thích ăn phở không?
Sorry, what?
Sorry, if the bell rings, just ignore it. They said they delivered, so I'm running down for
Who?
DHL. Cables.
Oh, okay. That's fine, you're going downstairs. You could have just messaged me. Sorry about that, everyone. Do Vietnamese people like eating pho? Wait, why is it?
Người Việt Nam có thích ăn phở không?
Pho. So wait, she said.
Người Việt Nam có thích ăn phở không? Có thích ăn. Người Việt Nam có thích ăn phở không? Phở không.
Hong. Seems like this app doesn't have a lot of choices. What do you mean? This app looks like that's what a lot of people think, and it probably is not completely off the mark, as in I think the people who developed it were trying to create an app for Mandarin Chinese specifically, though, and they probably saw Duolingo And anyways, the people who developed LingoDeer originally created Chinese skill for Android to teach Chinese. To teach Mandarin Chinese. And then the other criticism people have had about LingoDeer is like, oh, it's exactly like Chinese skill, like the Chinese course. I'm like, yes, it is for a reason, because it's the same developers. And so they did a good job with Chinese skill. A lot of people still like it, I think, and used it. And then when I found LingoDeer, I switched over to LingoDeer because I want to learn other languages besides Mandarin Chinese. And I did the Mandarin Chinese course on here, which is really good. And honestly, if you're going to learn Mandarin Chinese, Japanese, I would suggest using this over Duolingo first. I find Duolingo's Japanese course a little frustrating.
Người Việt Nam có thích ăn phở không?
It's more of how they construct things, and you have to realize the history of it is LingoDeer was created for teaching Mandarin Chinese, which means it's programmed it specifically so that it recognizes Chinese words, whereas Duolingo was programmed for teaching Spanish originally, so the way they recognize words is different than how LingoDeer recognizes word. And then when they added the Mandarin Chinese course and the Japanese course to Duolingo, Duolingo sees each syllable as a word. And that's actually really frustrating because, like, for the Japanese course or the Chinese course, I have to click on each syllable to hear the what the word is supposed to sound. Now for Japanese, that's actually frustrating too, because kanji, a single kanji in Japanese, has a different reading by itself alone than when it's in an actual word. So when you're clicking through the Japanese stuff on things, you're going to click on a single syllable and it's giving you a wrong reading than what you're going to hear in the sentence. So it was actually frustrating for me. I feel like the business need for Mandarin is quite overemphasized. Yeah. I guess it depends where you are. I mean, I grew up my family speaks Taishanese Chinese, and I grew up with Cantonese.
Mẹ đang uống nước.
But I definitely, from what I've heard from people that went and visited China or Hong Kong, they said you definitely need to know Mandarin nowadays, because even if somebody speaks Cantonese and Mandarin, they won't speak to you in Cantonese, they'll speak to you in Mandarin in public. And I'm guessing that's for some very good political reasons, considering what China has done to Hong Kong lately.
Mẹ đang uống nước.
Meh. So I'm expecting that if I ever visit China or Hong Kong and I want to get around, I'm going to need to know Mandarin fairly well.
Mẹ đang uống nước.
At least to be able to understand what I'm hearing when somebody says something in Mandarin to me. From a coding perspective, I think it's a tokenization problem. What is the Duolingo syllable thing? Yeah, you'll be prejudiced heavily. No, what I've heard is if you speak Cantonese, if you try to speak Cantonese to a Cantonese speaker, they'll still speak to you in Mandarin because they don't want to be heard speaking. Anyways, that is what I heard from somebody who's been there recently, actually.
Mẹ đang uống nước.
Wait.
Mẹ đang uống nước.
I might get this wrong. This is bad. Mẹ đang uống. Hey, Nate. I think it's that.
Mẹ đang uống nước.
Yeah, it looks like Cantonese one. That's cool. Having been a Hong Kong, I've never experienced that problem, but my Cantonese is far better than my Mandarin. Yeah, I know. I've heard this from people who've been to Hong Kong recently, like within the last year. I think, I mean, I guess it depends on when you went, right? Yeah. I mean, I haven't been myself, but I haven't had a chance to go myself, which is why a lot of things that are happening in China is disappointing to me. But and also, Taishan is in Guangdong province on the mainland, so I'm expecting I probably should know, at least be able to understand what they say to me when they're speaking in Mandarin. I mean, I myself, I'm probably going to try and speak Cantonese or Taishanese to people.
Mẹ đang uống nước.
I think that's right. I don't know if it's right. I can try to type it, but I don't know if it's right. Okay, that's right. Let's see if I can type this in Vietnamese. Anyways, Vietnamese. I actually find Vietnamese quite an interesting language. It sounds like Cantonese to me. How do I type the D? Done. Oops. See if I remember how to type this. Yeah, okay, that was right. Taishanese is common in New York City. Yeah, it would be. I actually have relatives in New York City and in San Francisco, I think. But I think most of my relatives speak Cantonese. It depends. I think some of my relatives on my dad's side speak Taishanese, but it might be like falling out. Darsunanu? Hello, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Welcome to my channel. Yeah, code crackers. So wait, are your parents from China or something? I know my family's native dialect is actually the same language family as Taiwanese and Hong Kong. Hokkien. What is that? Is that Hakka? I don't know if those are the same. I don't know if Hakka is the same language family as Hokkien. Tu Feng is eating beefsteak, isn't she? And how are you today, Darth? Tu Feng is eating beefsteak. Dang an kem ma. Oh, beefsteak. Beefsteak. Beefsteak.
Thu Phương đang ăn bít tết à?
So, no lie, when I was going through this course and they put this name in, Tu Feng, no lie, I did know somebody with that name in high school. It's actually really funny that I knew somebody with that exact name in high school. Though I guess I don't really know what tones her name was. But that really was her name. That's what they say, I know. They say Hakka comes from Guangdong. Both my folks are from Hong Kong. Hokkien is spoken in Fujian. Province Hakkas. I am good. I am trying to learn Arabic. It's so difficult because it is so different to English. I haven't learned anything for a while. Yeah, Arabic is definitely one that's going to take a while. But is it the grammar or is it just the vocabulary? I mean, the vocabulary is, for any language, is going to be a memory game. So if for something like Arabic, because there's not a lot of cognates in English to Arabic. There may be loan words in English from Arabic that might help you, but like I remember Jamila, which means it's a girl's name in English, but it means pretty or beautiful in Arabic. So yeah, both. I don't find the grammar too hard so far. It's interesting. But definitely, yeah, I'm having trouble remembering any of the most of the vocabulary. Jeebus in general, I can make decent guesses of what characters' names use without tones. Oh, sorry, what do you mean? Oh, well, this is Vietnamese though, so it'd be a lot harder. Both. I only know hello. Yeah, It's fine. Marhaba? I can't remember. It's marhaba, marhaban. It's probably marhaban. Okay, let's see. Continue with this and try to
Không,
unlock
mẹ
the
đang
next
làm
skill.
phở.
Không.
Không,
Mẹ
đang làm phở.
No, mom is making
Phở.
pho. So, pronunciation of this wonderful Vietnamese dish. Pho. Not pho, pho.
Phở.
Pho.
Không, mẹ đang làm phở.
Arabic, yeah. Arabic is actually, I find Arabic quite interesting. I think it sounds, I like the way it's, I don't know, I like the way Arabic sounds so far. I find it hard to pronounce, but I don't know, I think it sounds nice. And I like the Arabic writing for some reason. I like the way it looks. I want to hear this again.
Không, mẹ đang làm phở.
Không, mẹ đang làm phở. Phở.
Không, mẹ đang làm phở.
Phở. So the tricky part of Vietnamese for me is getting the vowels right too. Irish Gaelic is so much easier though, but it's still difficult. Like I know some sentences. Yeah, Irish is fun.
Con trai đang đọc sách.
Oh, sorry, what did she say?
Con trai đang đọc sách.
Con trai.
Con trai đang đọc sách.
Đang đọc.
Con trai đang đọc sách.
So normally I would try to type this in. I'm going to try to type this in because I'm pretty sure that's right. Dong. And anyone who's interested in learning Vietnamese, I am using the what is it called? What's the keyboard called? The VNI Vietnamese keyboard. There's also telex, but I think I like the VNI one. I just can't get used to using telex. I found VNI to be a little easier to pick up for Vietnamese. Yeah, I love the way Arabic looks. It does look really nice, eh? I know when I was asked, this topic was brought up at one point, and I said, and then I sat there and I said, I realized I don't really like the way the Latin alphabet looks. I don't like the way these letters look, which is why. But it's also interesting because with the Latin alphabet, there's all these different types of fonts you can pick and styles. But when I thought about it, I was like, I actually like the Greek alphabet. I like the way Greek alphabet looks, and it's easier to read compared to like Cyrillic. I love the Russian language, but I hate reading. I kind of hate reading Cyrillic because it feels hard on the eyes because it's so blocky. I mean, I guess some people like the blocky letters, but I don't know. I find it hard to read Russian. Like, I don't know what it is about it. I mean, I can read Cyrillic. I know what the letters are. It's just aesthetically painful in my eyes, I guess. The younger sister also likes listening to music. Guy Dick Kuntik hold on. Also likes listening to music. Guy Kuntik. I think it's this one. Please be right. Thank you.
Em gái cũng thích nghe nhạc.
Em gái cũng thích nghe nhạc.
Em gái cũng thích nghe nhạc.
Nghe nhạc. Nghe. I hear this one.
Em gái cũng thích nghe nhạc.
And that G doesn't exactly sound like an English G. It's not guy. It's em gái. Something weird.
Em gái cũng thích nghe nhạc.
Cũng thích nghe nhạc. This is nghe.
Em gái cũng thích nghe nhạc.
Nghe nhạc. So NGH, nghĩa, nha. Because the NG sound and the N sound are completely different.
Văn Hùng cũng đang ăn phở à? Văn Hùng cũng đang.
Okay, is Van Hong also eating pho? Van Hong also is eating. Is An is eating
ăn
pho.
phở.
Hold on.
Văn Hùng cũng đang ăn phở à?
This
À,
test out is long. How many are they gonna give me?
chị gái đang làm gì?
T. Oh no. Oh shoot. She. Hold on. No, you can't have two accents. Hold on. So it's gotta be this one. She. You can't have two tones.
Chị gái đang làm gì?
Dang. Lam. And this is like a Z sound for some reason. Z.
Chị gái đang làm gì?
So the people that, the romanization, the current system of writing Vietnamese, Vietnamese used to use Chinese characters, but then Portuguese missionaries came along at some point in the 20th century and decided to romanize the Vietnamese language. And then, so they came up with this. So that's why this is not pronounced like in English G. It's pronounced like Z for some reason. And then at some point, French, obviously everyone knows most recently French were in Vietnam. And the French came along and decided to keep the Portuguese romanization. This doesn't make sense. Doesn't make much sense.
Chị gái đang làm gì? Tôi có tiền. Tôi có tiền. Tôi có tiền.
How much Cantonese does that sound like? Or Taishanese or something? Doi. This means I. In Taishanese, that means to say I. In Taishanese, is saying ngoi.
Tôi có tiền.
Go is probably different, but dien, ngoi.
Tôi có tiền.
Dien. Just sounds like Cantonese or Taishanese to me. It's funny.
Tôi có tiền.
I don't really have a lot of chances to speak Taishanese anymore because I'm not anywhere near my mom. Who has a car? Chair. Who has a car? I think it's this one.
Ai có xe?
I go set. Hey Wade, how's it going? What's up? What up? What's up? I'm back to hurting my brain for a bit. I guess next week I'll do some Cantonese. I think I'll probably do Cantonese on Ling app next week then. I am a police officer. Oh, I can't remember what police officer is.
Tôi là cảnh sát.
Yeah, I thought so. Gunsat. How's it going, Weed? Haven't seen you around in a while. How was your holidays? How's the new
Cừu
year?
của ai đang uống sữa? Cừu của ai?
Whose sheep? Wait, what?
Cừu của ai
No.
đang uống sữa?
This is who. Who, and this is the possessive sheep. Whose sheep?
Cừu của ai đang uống
Sữa.
sữa? Cừu của ai đang uống sữa?
Next.
Cừu của ai đang uống sữa?
It's been a while since I did some Vietnamese.
Mèo của tôi và chó của anh ấy thích uống sữa.
Oh my god, this is long.
Mèo
Meow.
Mèo của tôi và chó của anh ấy thích uống sữa. Của
My cat.
tôi.
Yeah, my cat. My possessive and cat. My cat.
Mèo của tôi và chó của anh ấy thích và.
That means and. The. What did you say?
Mèo của tôi và chó của anh ấy. Chó của anh ấy thích uống sữa.
Yeah, okay. I should have been able to figure that out.
Mèo của tôi và chó của anh ấy thích uống sữa.
I don't think I'm gonna have time to do the next scale. This test is taking a long time.
Mèo của tôi và chó của anh ấy thích uống sữa.
Okay, next. That is Anna's dog. Dog was this.
Đó là chó của Anna.
Đó là chó của Anna. Nice. Is this you guys' cat? Oh god, please. If we don't... I don't ever say you guys'. I don't, actually. And I'm from Toronto, Canada, where we say you guys all the time, but... like, how are you guys? What are you guys doing tonight? Are you guys going to the movie tomorrow? But I never really say you guys' cat. I don't pluralize that way. I guess I think some people do, but I've never liked it. Oh, I might get this wrong, and this is bad. Okay. Meow. Yes, that's the whole point. Is the sentence grammatically correct? Oh, this one? Is this you guys? That would be grammatically correct, but I just never say it because it's awkward to say you guys'. I mean, it's fine to say something like James's cat. It's fine to say things like that. That's how you would pluralize it. The cat of James. We don't say the cat of James anymore. We just shorten it to James' cat. But you guys, I just never say you guys' cat. Would never say that. You guys' house. How's you guys' house? It's like, no, we never say that. It is grammatically correct, but it's just awkward. It's awkward and very funny sounding English. I would just say, is this your cat? Properly, I would just say, is this your cat? Implied, plural, with possible hand gestures to the people. That's what I would do. Is this your cat? I actually use this sometimes, but I don't get the meaning of the sentence. Don't get the meaning of the sentence. Is this your cat? It's just the plural form. Because there's no plural for you in English. You means either you singular or you plural. So it's either in Russian it's either T or V. There's no way to say. So in certain places in the southern states they'll say y'all. In the States they say y'all and not you all. They say y'all. How y'all been? How y'all been? Something like that, I guess. I'm not from the southern states, so I wouldn't really know what they'd ask, but I do know they say y'all. for the plural instead of but in the northern states like New York State, I believe, definitely where I'm from, Toronto, Canada, which is in the province of Ontario in Canada, we say you guys. I think a lot of Canadians will say you guys for the plural. But I'm trying to remember what I can't remember which one. It's gotta be between these. This means dog. That means dog. So it's gotta be between these two. And I can't remember if it's. This is your cat, plural. Your cat. Có phải là Đài Đô? I don't remember the difference between this. Oh, this cat is this. Which this do they mean? I can't remember between this and that, so that's the one I'm not getting. Is this. Mao? Yeah, it is. It's also called Mao in Chinese. I think it's this one. I could be wrong. Yay!
Đây có phải là mèo của các bạn không?
I forget what that one is. It must be that. I can't highlight anything. It is called meow. I think it is also in ancient Egyptian.
Con gà kia có phải là của chị gái không?
Hold on.
Con gà kia có con gà kia
over there chicken. So chicken over there.
Con gà kia có phải là của chị gái không? Có phải là của chị gái không?
So it's kind of like this is saying belongs to this construction is kind of awkward to explain in Vietnamese. Chị gái is older sisters, and this is the question marker.
Con gà kia có phải là của chị gái không?
My God, this test is long. Is this thing even moving really? I mean, I saw it move a little bit, but it's barely moving. Wow, this is gonna take forever. Tôi không thích. I don't like those fish.
Tôi không thích những con cá đó. Tôi không thích những con cá đó.
Những con cá đó. It's been a while since I did Vietnamese, actually, so I guess next week I'm going to do some Cantonese. I'll continue doing Arabic next week on Duolingo. And now I'm torn between whether or not I want to do Vietnamese, Japanese, or Korean on LingoDeer next week. I'll think about it. 5 plus 0 is 5. Hold on. 5 plus 0. Kong means 0. They're trying to trick me so much. Oh my God. I don't remember what 5 is. I think Nam Gong Kong. I don't remember how to say 5, and I don't remember how to say plus. I could be wrong. Somehow.
5 cộng 0 là 5. 5 cộng 0 là 5.
Next. 2 plus 3 is 5. What is 1? So it's gotta be this one. And Nam is 5 anyway, so figure that out. 2 plus 3 is 5.
2 cộng 3 là 5.
Hai. Okay, so 5. Hai is 2, Ba is 3, and Nam is 5. Okay? I have 8 ducks and 6 fish. Ducks? Actually, no, wait.
Tôi có 8 con vịt và 6 con cá.
I was guess this is fish. This is ducks. Tôi có 8.
Tôi có 8 con vịt và 6 con cá.
Okay, let's see. 1 table and 4 chairs. My God, I still have 3. I think I still have 3 little LingoDeers. 1 table and 4 chairs. Một
cái bàn và 4 cái ghế.
Một cái bàn và
4 cái ghế.
và 4 cái ghế. So, according to my DNA test, guess which other ethnicity I may be from? According to my DNA test.
1 cái bàn và 4 cái ghế.
According to my DNA test, I'm not 100% Han Chinese, or what you might consider for modern Chinese. Genetically speaking, majority Chinese people would be from Han Chinese because all the others were kind of wiped out. But there's also, the DNA test was also interesting, and I never knew about this one before. There's an ethnicity in China called Chinese Dai, and that popped up on my DNA test, which was actually really interesting. Dai people, they're a minority in China. So that's what my DNA says. I'm part that. But it also told me that I'm also part Vietnamese, which is actually amusing because I was guessing I might be part Vietnamese based on things my dad said to me. And also, I don't know where my dad's mother is from. She basically claims she was kidnapped as a child and was raised by Chinese parents. But it's like, how would she know she was kidnapped if she was kidnapped when she was so young? I don't know. Maybe she was old enough to remember, but I don't even know if that's the case. I think she probably just made it sound like she probably thinks of it as being kidnapped. But at that time period where she would have been, when she would have been a child, there were a lot of kids that were just kind of like abandoned because the parents couldn't take care of the kid, because in the early 20th century, China was basically at war with itself. Like it just went back to kind of like a tribal state after the last Chinese dynasty fell, and so very likely she might have just been an abandoned child, and somebody found her. A couple probably found her and raised her, but she said I just heard this from my sister. My sister told me that my dad's mother said she was kidnapped as a child and raised by Chinese parents. But either way, we don't know where she's from. So, and my dad always thought I looked a little Vietnamese sometimes, especially when I have a tan. So I was kind of really interested in doing a DNA test to see what it would say, and I guess he wasn't off. It says I'm part Vietnamese, and it's not a small percentage either on my DNA tests. It's like somewhere between, I think it's 17%, somewhere like 15 to 20% Vietnamese. It's not a small percentage at all. I thought it was amusing.
Hai quyển sách đó là của chị gái.
2 books. This is a classifier. 2 books. That. Yeah, those 2 books. So that or those 2 books is belonging sister. So that's why this whole construction means belongs. What's the eyes? Guys, are you using your phone? Because for some reason those emotes don't show up on my Linux machine. I like this cup of Vietnamese beer. Tôi thích this cup of Vietnamese beer. I like this cup. What is this one again? I don't remember. It's one of these, I think. I don't remember. I'm like, oh la la la. Oh.
Tôi thích cốc bia Việt Nam này.
Why is it nai this time? I don't. The this, that, and that over there thing in Vietnamese, I still don't exactly remember. Anh trai go. Older brother has 4 balls.
Anh trai có 4 quả bóng.
Okay.
Tôi có 5 tờ giấy.
Tôi có 5 tờ.
Tôi có 5 tờ giấy.
Giấy. I think it's that. I'm gonna try this. Tôi no, typing Vietnamese. Tôi wrong one. Tôi có năm. Oh no, I don't remember. A. No. A. Is that right? That's not right. What's that A? Do. A. I think that's right. Okay, yay. Okay. Well, it's not very hard to type Vietnamese. You can get the hang of typing Vietnamese fairly quickly, but I think you have to remember all
Cô
those
ấy
things.
thích một người cảnh sát.
Cô ấy.
Cô ấy thích. Cô ấy thích một. Cô ấy thích một người cảnh sát. Người cảnh sát. Cô ấy thích một người cảnh sát.
Oh yeah. She likes one classifier for police officer, and because classifier for a person and police officer. She likes a police officer. Vietnamese people like red. Người Việt Nam. Người Việt Nam like they like red. I don't remember how to say red.
Người Việt Nam thích màu đỏ.
Màu đỏ. Người Việt Nam.
Người Việt Nam thích màu đỏ.
Người Việt Nam thích màu đỏ. So the problem I have is like I need to practice Chinese stuff, so Mandarin, Cantonese. If I'm gonna speak to my mom more often, I need to speak Chinese. But unfortunately, I lost cable internet around the holidays, and no one, no one was really visiting my mom, but my family calls her on a regular basis. Tone marks are confusing at first, but thanks, and you can always tell that the text is written in Vietnamese even if you don't speak Vietnamese. Yeah, it's true. I guess that's true. I mean, if Korean and Vietnamese still use Chinese characters, you wouldn't be able to tell if it was Vietnamese, Chinese, or Korean. Did everybody know that? Korean used to use Chinese characters as well. I actually have an old Korean dictionary, Korean English dictionary that has the Korean words, but it also shows you if the Korean word was borrowed from Chinese or came from Chinese, it shows you the Chinese character for the Korean word, or in some cases there may be a Chinese character for a Korean word as well. Like, I guess they might also, you have the Chinese character sun or moon for the Korean word for sun and moon, even though Korean does have its own word for sun and moon, I believe. So it's amusing. That dictionary is quite amusing.
Người Việt Nam thích màu đỏ.
But I don't know about that for sure, if there's Chinese characters for native Korean words. I know there's Chinese characters for Chinese words that were borrowed into Korean. So it's always amusing. And I'm not making this up either, because I was also told this by a South Korean, because I think he, based on a conversation with him, I think he was studying literature, or maybe, I'm not sure if he was studying linguistics, but maybe he was studying some kind of literature, Korean literature, or maybe, but it might not be called literature, it might have been called something else. So he knew a lot about the Korean history, and he knew about I think he said he knew how to read some Chinese characters from his studies, but that's about it, not a lot. But he knew about it, which is cool. So he was telling me about it.
Người Việt Nam thích màu đỏ.
But Korean changed their writing system a lot further back in time. And they created their own writing system, which is all cool. You guys can read all about that on Wikipedia or something, about the Hangul. I'm learning Vietnamese too. Sleepy one. Yeah, that's cool. And how are you? And thanks for the follow, by the way. And how is the Vietnamese going? How do you like it? And are you learning other languages? What is your job? What is your oh my god. Your job is what? Your job. I think it's this one. Your job. Fine, and you sorry I couldn't hear you for some reason earlier. Earlier as in just now, or?
Bạn làm nghề gì?
Seems strange. Could be the internet. Oh no, I was just asking how you like Vietnamese and if you're learning other languages. Bạn
làm nghề gì?
Okay, please. Okay, this is fluky because I'm barely remembering the words for Vietnamese, the vocabulary for Vietnamese, but I seem to be better at remembering Vietnamese vocabulary than Arabic vocabulary. A couple of hours ago, probably something I forgot to turn on my end. Ah, okay. Oh, you mean the stream overall? Okay. Well,
Những con mèo nào là của bạn?
Welcome to my channel, and how are you? That's cool that you're learning Vietnamese. Why are you learning Vietnamese? Which cats are yours?
Những con mèo nào là của bạn?
Noon? Oh my god, it's just wrong. I think this is gonna be wrong.
Những con mèo nào là của bạn?
Ugh.
Những con mèo nào là của bạn?
La. Qua. Fun. It's very unique. Also, food is interesting. Yes, I agree about the food. The food is pretty interesting. It's been a while since I've had a good pho. I can't say the word properly. I can't get that vowel quite right. I don't know why. When it comes to any language, I have more problems with some vowel sounds than I do with consonant sounds. Also, the food is interesting. How about you? A little bit of everything. I mean, it's an interesting language. I'm finding it to me, it sounds a lot like Cantonese. It sounds more like Cantonese to me. It sounds a little like Cantonese to me, which is amusing me. And yes, I do agree the food is interesting. I'm a big foodie, okay? I try not to do too many food and drink streams because then I'll just be like, I'll blow it up like a big giant house or something with all the food I like to eat.
Những con mèo nào là của bạn?
Okay, I can try to type this. I'm not sure it's quite right. What is that? No, what is that? Right. Oh, wait, no. Oh, use summon. Or on. Now. Now. La. Qua. On. Okay. You're learning or no Cantonese? Cantonese is it's both. I grew up with Cantonese. Both my parents speak and spoke Cantonese. My dad spoke Cantonese. He's not around anymore. Like, he died years ago. But he definitely spoke Cantonese. So my family originally speaks Taishanese. We speak Taishanese as our mother language. Our home language is Taishanese. That's our native language. But both my parents, I guess, grew up with Cantonese and spoke Cantonese because they went through Hong Kong on their way to Canada. And a lot of my relatives speak Cantonese, so I would say, I'm sorry? Oh, but my dad, don't worry about it. It was years ago. So I grew up with Cantonese, so Cantonese is more like a second language to me. It's very familiar, even though I don't know a lot of vocabulary for Cantonese. But most of the time with Cantonese, I can always tell when someone is speaking Cantonese, just because of the familiarity with it. I also grew up with French, so French is a second language, and it's familiar to me, even though I don't speak it either. I don't speak Cantonese very well, and I don't speak French very well. I can say some things in Cantonese, like if I go to a Cantonese restaurant, I can just say things like "su jie," or I forget how you call a waiter, male waiter. Can't remember. Gong, gong gong, maybe gong gong. Can't remember now. I can ask them for things like "ne yao miao juk," do you have kanji or something? But I'm really rusty with Cantonese, and also because I feel like I should be learning Mandarin. It gets confusing learning Mandarin, Cantonese, and trying to remember Taishanese as well, because they're so Cantonese and Taishanese are very similar to each other.
Bạn có mấy cái bút?
But for me, learning Mandarin is like going from Spanish to French, and for me Cantonese is like if you were Spanish and knew Portuguese, it's kind of like that. That's how I would describe it. How many pens do you have? So yeah, I do know some Cantonese, but I am also learning it.
Bạn có mấy cái bút?
And she says it's like bat, but it's because she doesn't say the N.
Bạn có mấy cái bút?
And to me, it sounds like it's B-A-T with the T dropped off, bat, but she's dropping the N off, so bat.
Bạn có mấy cái bút?
And I'm trying so hard to make sure I don't sound like a Cantonese speaker speaking Vietnamese. But I mean, it's partially true. I might sound like a Cantonese speaker trying to speak Vietnamese. Yeah, I get confused between Taishanese and Cantonese my whole life. I've mixed them up because that's what I grew up with. I grew up with Taishanese and Cantonese. And it took me a while. I didn't realize for a long time that my mom would speak Taishanese to me at home, but then when she was on the phone, she'd be speaking in Cantonese. So sometimes I didn't always understand what she was saying, but I could understand some things that she was saying. And also at restaurants too. The vocabulary that I learned for when we were going out to restaurants or Chinatown or something is Cantonese vocabulary, and I didn't realize that until later on. And I was like, oh my god, talk about confusing. But I think even for my mom, it might be confusing too because, you know, she's Taishanese. Her mom spoke Taishanese to her, but at some point they moved to Hong Kong. Like my mom moved to Hong Kong when she was a child, so at some point, you know, for her, Taishanese, Cantonese is all the same. It's just the language that she learned to speak. But somehow her brain learned to speak Taishanese at certain points, different contexts, and she just pretty much knew, like when she went to Chinatown or she went to a restaurant, she would just switch to Cantonese all the time. She would just speak Cantonese, and I think she just her brain just intuitively picked up on when she was supposed to use one over the other. But it was funny because she wouldn't really be able to explain it to me. She didn't explain it to me as two different languages. She's just like, oh, you know, when you go there, you say it like this, and when you're at home, you say this. And I'm like, huh? Why are you confusing me, Mom? I think at one point too, she told me, oh, you say this for friend, but you use this word for a different friend. And I'm like, what? But that's not the case. Technically, she was teaching me the Taishanese word she was telling me one was a Taishanese word for friend, and the other one was a Cantonese word for friend. But she learned it differently. She didn't learn it precisely like that. She kind of learned, I think for her, when she learned a Cantonese word for friend, it was, for her in context, it was always used for like boyfriend or something. So that's why she thought it was like that. And it was hilarious. But it's cute.
Bạn có mấy cái bút?
Oh, I should try to type this. But it is funny. But now I know a little better. But my mom definitely does not speak Mandarin at all. She left China way before Mandarin was the official language, or at the time it became official language in China. That's when my family left. My family, like my ancestors, my parents and grandparents and stuff. Though my grandmother, my mom's mom, actually went back to China at one point and then came back to Canada. Well, went back to Canada. I'm not in Canada anymore. I'm in the Netherlands right now. So at one point, my mom's mom was in the States, I think in Boston, and they had a restaurant there. And then at some point, my maternal grandparents moved back to China. And then my maternal grandfather died in China, and then my grandmother, my mom's mom, after that went back to Canada to live with my mom for a bit and her family. So it's actually kind of amusing, the things you don't know about when you're growing up. But that's why I find all the language learning interesting, because you never know what you find. Okay, I finally passed the test. Oh my god, that took a long time. That was a long test to pass just to get the next skill unlocked. So I think that's it for Vietnamese today. And the stream is a little longer than I intended it to be. So the vote was which language course to do next week, and the choice was between Mandarin, Cantonese, Shanghainese, and Taishanese, and the vote was for Cantonese. So, the vote is gone. No, I'm sorry, you missed it. Because the Twitch polls, they only last for at most 10 minutes. But I try to do a vote. Yeah, it's closed right now. But I try to do a vote every Monday during the stream. So I'll be doing some Cantonese next week, and I'm thinking probably do Cantonese on Ling app. But for now, that was a little bit of Mandarin Chinese on Mango Languages, Arabic on Duolingo, and Vietnamese on LingoDeer. And yeah, I'm sorry you missed it. It's always at some point during the stream. At some point during the stream, I pull up I put up the poll. Usually before I switch to the last language. Would you recommend LingoDeer over Duo? I recommend LingoDeer over Duo for Mandarin Chinese and for Japanese. I think for Korean and Vietnamese, both are probably okay, but I don't know. I like the way but for for Chinese and for Japanese, I like the different options you have, especially I couldn't really show it this stream, but in like for Japanese, you can switch it to show the kana with the kanji, to show all the to show the kana with the kanji, and with the romaji as well. If you're a complete beginner to learning Japanese, you can have the romaji, the romanization in Latin on screen with the actual Japanese writing, and it helps. But I definitely will go back to Duolingo at some point and continue doing the Japanese course. I'd like to finish I finished Chinese 1 on here, on LingoDeer, and I've already finished the Mandarin Chinese course on Duolingo. I'd like to finish Chinese 2 on LingoDeer at some point. I'm still trying to finish the Japanese one, Korean and Japanese 1, Korean 1, and the Vietnamese. I'd like to finish the Vietnamese on here and then switch back to Duolingo for those. That's on your part. Thank you. Thank you, Sleepy One. It's nice to have you here. Like I said before, I don't know if you heard before, welcome to my stream, my channel. So let's see. Let's go raid somebody. It'll be a small raid, but whatever. There's one other people doing Duolingo. I do know other people that are streaming right now. Let me just check my list. Somebody's doing fitness and health. Someone's playing. A bunch of people are playing games. There is somebody also doing a food and drink stream. Hi, Waki. Waki, are you saying hi again, or are you saying bye? Baka. Well, let's check this guy out. I mean, I gotta switch my headphones for a second. Are you saying hi or bye? It's cute. It's alright, Waki. Yeah, so I think that's a 2-hour stream, and I'm pretty tired because I've been trying to finish Mass Effect Andromeda, which is a really cool game. I love the Mass Effect games. I've played all of them so far, and I'm catching up with Andromeda. I think I've seen this guy streaming Duolingo before. I just don't know who he is, really. And for some reason his stream is really quiet. I can barely hear him. Studying Japanese and English, game development, cinematography. What is going on with this guy's stream? Oh, did he just start? This guy just started. I think I've seen this guy doing Duolingo once or twice or something. We want to say hi. Do we want to say hi? We will say hi. If somebody's learning Japanese, I don't know. They're studying Japanese and English. I don't know what his native language is, and it says the stream is in Japanese. So, so we'll do that. So I like to say NinjaBot raid when we raid, because I have NinjaBots as emotes. This might be the first time I've seen this guy on, and it's like around the same time as I've been. So thanks for being here, and thanks for whoever's followed me today. Thanks for following. I will be back tomorrow afternoon around the same time, 4:30 p.m. Central European Time, GMT +1. And I will be back with Taekwondo Tuesday. It will be Taekwondo Tuesday tomorrow for about an hour and a half. And I'm actually going to go over Taekwondo patterns, Pumse, which is fun for me, and I need to do those. So, end scene on. Thanks for being here right now, and hopefully I'll see you all soon.